enjoy Piper in a dress. Isn't, I know, you hate it. Isn't she beautiful? Look at her in her little dress.
That's offensive.
I know, it's very offensive. It's very offensive. Oh no, you need a bow in your hair. Oh dear. You want me to hold her? Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. She's like, absolutely not. Absolutely not, Mom. Pipe.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Puppy training 101. When you're doing something that they really need to be praised for, high value treats. Different value treats for different things. This is outrageous. Outrageous. Why don't we put her in a place where like the lighting is good? You're beautiful. Look at you. I need to get a treat. Oh, you're so cute though.
Paper.
I'm sorry we're doing this to you. All right, hang on.
Gracie, look.
Gracie, Gracie. Look, Treatos. Choritos.
Gracie.
Gracie's like, absolutely not. This is a horrible idea, Grandma. You get him? Gracie. Why do you hate this guy? The menfolk aren't home. I can only figure out how to get half of the Christmas tree to turn on. So, and their lights are doing two completely different things. I don't know what to do. The star works though. Look at that. Disco star. So by far, the largest hardship of being in my in-laws' home, especially when there is a lot to do, is for whatever reason, this family is incapable of going to bed at a reasonable hour on a regular basis. And what I mean by that is last night was not the first night we've been here, this trip, that we went to bed at like 2 a.m. Not because we were just like doom scrolling our phones, but like actively engaged in doing things. In this case, yesterday we were finishing up the Christmas tree. The Christmas tree is done. It is moved. The presents that are in the house are all underneath the tree. But that doesn't mean that we're anywhere close to actually having everything be complete, because we have the mom of the boys that are coming. All of her presents are here, and she has to wrap the abundance of those presents and put them under the tree, and then Santa Claus has to bring presents, and my sister-in-law's coming in and they have presents. Like, we're incredibly blessed. Let's get this very, very clear, right? But just the chaos of it all. I'm sitting there, my husband gives me a hug and he's like, "Are you whelmed?" Which is what we call overwhelmed. And I was like, I'm whelmed, but it's not even about the stuff that we're doing today. It's anticipation of the chaos to come. That is the thing that is making me feel overwhelmed. Today was our last day of quiet, our last day of calm. And I am doing everything in my power to emotionally prepare myself to be in a mindset where chaos is okay for the next 7 days. It's just 7 days. It's like a vacation, but not a vacation. It's the opposite of a vacation, but also it's a really awesome experience. All of us are going to get to be together, and it's going to be fantastical and magical. Hopefully everything goes swimmingly well, and it's just a wonderful familial experience. But there's that part of me deep down, the part of me that like requires quiet to decompress. You know, we've talked about this. The part of me that's like, okay, my Enneagram 9-ness, I love nothing more than to sit in dead silence. I love nothing more than to do that. And sometimes I will just close my eyes, or I will play a game mindlessly on my phone while I'm just literally absorbing the quiet. There's going to be no such thing as quiet. No such thing. I'm going to have to get up early in order to experience quiet, because the crowd with children is actually staying at a different house. They're staying in an Airbnb, but they'll be here, 98% of the time, which is great. Again, so excited. But I'm like, how is my brain going to decompress in a way that's going to allow it to obtain quiet in this chaos? So there's all of that like mulling through my head. That's the part that's actually making me feel overwhelmed. But then there's the part of like actual activities that need to get done in order to make this house look presentable. Normally, that's not a problem here. Normally, I come here and everything is organized and pristine and clean and amazing. But because of them obtaining the puppy and other things, all of that got kind of shoved to the wayside. And so it's just kind of been chaos since we arrived. And so my brain is mush already. But it's fine. I know this sounds like I'm complaining, and I'm really not. I'm really, truly so fortunate and so blessed and so excited for what is to come. But I'm also just like, there's that part of me, that part of you that like, there's a little part of you that's like, I kind of hope plans get canceled. Like a lot of us have that part of us, right? Like that part is kind of sitting here going, but what is happening? What's going to happen? So that's where we're at. And today, by the way, it is 7:45 p.m. That's how this day is going with this vlog. But I truly, for a minute, I was like, what if I just don't vlog today? What if on the 23rd, there is no vlog? And yes, that would be the 23rd. And then I was like, no. At this point, I don't care what footage gets put up, and here's why. And this is the lesson for the day. I have noticed that like the last handful of days have been like, there's been like one primary clip that's either been a lesson or a lecture or an event or a rant or a haul or something. And so this is my lesson for the day. Remember that whole how to build self-confidence in yourself? That whole, this is how we get things done. This is how we get goals. This is how we build self-trust and self-confidence. We keep the promises we make to ourselves. That is how we do it. And what did I promise at the beginning of December? I promised 24 videos in 24 days. And I am 2 days away from being able to deliver that. 2. Why would I quit now? Right? Why would I quit now? And here's the thing, it would be really easy to not do it. I was like, 24 days, I already did 22. That is exponentially better than I have done in the last 5 years. Exponentially better. But why quit now? Why, when the promise that I made to y'all and to myself was 24 videos in 24 days. So here I am. It is the 21st of December. This is the 23rd on the day that you are seeing this. I've only got one more after this. One. And here's the honest to God truth. I don't know what that video is going to look like either, because I'm going to function under the assumption that the little boys are not going to be allowed in my videos. And if my day is consumed by the little boys being present, what am I going to film? I have no idea. So buckle up and find out. But I'm going to post something because I said I would. So here I am showing up. Here I am showing up. And today, that's going to have to be enough. So let that be a lesson to y'all, because this show up for yourself thing applies to literally everything in life. If there's one thing you can do for yourself this holiday season, this end of this year, getting ready for the new year, it is to keep the promises you make to yourself. And I don't care if that promise is getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning so you can have some quiet time before chaos reigns. I don't care if that's, I'm going to get my 7,000 steps every day. I'm going to drink my water. I'm going to track my food. I'm not going to track my food. I'm going to honor my body with movement. I am going to honor my body by listening to my hunger and my fullness cues. I am going to go after this goal, and I'm going to take these steps to get there. whatever it is, all you have to do is actually show up. That's all you gotta do. At least to start, right? Is there a world where I wish that all of these vlogs were more planned and had more people in them and were more Christmassy and holiday-y and just the epitome of what Vlogmas is meant to be? Yes, of course. And maybe in years forward, that'll happen. Maybe there's a possibility that it's another 3 or 5 years before I do the entirety of Vlogmas again. But the first step is to show up. So that's what I'm doing. Happy Vlogmas.